Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiva Reynoso. Ahead, fighting hate with the stroke of a brush and making sure kids have tools for success. But first, the Natural History Museum hosted 15 local STEM teachers for a week of marine research to improve science education in local schools. Take a look.
The ocean drives everything around here. It's really striking that Los Angeles is so ocean-oriented, and yet there are so many people who never have the chance, never have the opportunity to make it to the ocean.
These teachers work in the area, so the ocean's not that far away, but many of their students have never had the opportunity to go to the ocean. And in fact, some of the teachers had not gone to these beaches, even with their own families.
And so one of the real hopes we have is that with this program, we lower those barriers of getting to the ocean. The program we just did here was a week-long program called Dive into Marine Biodiversity. And it was targeted at a group of teachers who are STEM teachers, all science and math teachers, who are in-service teachers and enrolled in a program at Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Our university, geographically speaking, is surrounded by an area that unfortunately we have a lot of schools that are sometimes referred to as high-need schools. It's part of our mission, it's part of our DNA as a California State University to do what we can to respond to the needs of the communities. And we respond by preparing highly qualified teachers. You won't believe this, but I remember a few years ago, we were doing a survey of the number of students who have been to the San Pedro area or have been even to the beach area. And they only live like 15, 20 minutes away, and a large number of them have never been there. And that really just blew us away. So we decided at that time to develop this strong partnership with the Natural History Museum.
Hallway or Halliard, downhill. I grew up in South Central, so super close around the area. Several students I know in my community, I've talked to so many. They're like, yeah, I don't go to the beach. I hate the beach, or I hate the ocean. Like, I know what they're going through, kind of. So I feel like that gives me an advantage, just connecting with them, with the low income, being Latinx, Hispanic, or just being female.
It's like this on touch.
I feel like as a first-year teacher, the more I educate myself, the more I get to educate my students. So I just felt like it would be an awesome experience for me. So because I live in the desert, the only thing we really see are coyotes. So it's completely different from being around the ocean.
So the diversity in crabs of that type of body form is really immense. It's a really cool.
So one of the things that is clear to all of us, I think, who've been in school and been taught, is that teachers who teach with a passion are the ones who reach us. For teachers to teach with passion, they have to love the thing they're teaching. And that's part of what we wanted to do, is give the teachers those experiences that they can then translate directly into the classroom.
All right, my friends, we are in the rocky intertidal area. Typically, the tide will come up this high. During a good storm season during the winter, the waves will come all the way up here.
Hopefully, I'm able to create some lessons with this whole week, and then do those lessons with the students, and maybe even have a field trip out of it, definitely. On their first year, I know first year is pretty tough, so I'm definitely looking forward to talk to those teachers, like 15 plus years, like, okay, how did you do your first year? Like, I'm hoping just to gain, from their experiences, kind of apply them to myself.
Oh my God. Adam, there's a play structure now. Like an octopus. Octopus. Yeah.
It is an octopus?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that.
because the school I'm going to be working in, they're transforming to all-STEAM school. So hopefully when I start, I can inform them about this, because I would have a lot of fun with them if I would be able to come with my students.
So after the year that we've had by just being indoors with COVID, having to learn on a computer, now that we have a chance, we want to bring the students back outdoors, do labs, be interactive, and bringing them out of their houses into nature, get back out here in life.
Those organisms are reasonably widespread across the shelf. It's not like, oh my God, we hit the one spot where these things exist.
One of the things they realized of like how many of these activities, how close the ocean is, that are available at low cost, no cost, and are accessible not only to them as teachers, but also to the families of their students.
You might have noticed that we only have 5 crew today, and if you're thinking, is that enough to run this boat? And the answer is no. That's why this is a training vessel, and you are now the crew. So we're going to be asking you to help out in pulling some of the lines.
And you 3 are entering into different age groups and different subjects. And so has this sort of met your needs as far as what you can bring back to your kids?
Yes, it expanded like the ideas that I've had for my students, and so I'm excited to just use some creativity and figure out ways to like incorporate this in my curriculum and just get my students out of the classroom and bring, professionals into the classroom.
I definitely feel like it has gotten me excited and even more interested to learn on my own more about the ocean. So because I'm excited, I'm able to bring that excitement to my future students as well.
So just imagine 1 in 2 in Los Angeles County are of Latino or Hispanic origin, yet less than 1 in 10 in STEM field. So that should tell us something, right? Like, what aren't we doing? And programs like this really level the playing field, meaning that if you don't engage them with fun, exciting experiences, how will they be inspired to pursue STEM as a major or to pursue STEM as a career, right?
The coastline provides jobs. The coastline provides really good jobs, ranging from port jobs through fishing jobs and the now growing blue technology kind of jobs. So if people are not even in touch physically, going to see the ocean and aware of what resources are there, they're probably not going to consider that as a career option.
These new blue economy jobs are ones that are being developed now, and this generation of students coming through from kindergarten upwards are going to be filling these niches that they've never had opportunity before.
Our mission here at the Natural History Museum has multiple pieces to it. One part of the mission is what the public sees every day if they come and visit the galleries, the mission to translate science into information for people who can come and enjoy that. Another part of our mission is the research that we do in the back end of the museum, which is not as public. But then a third part of the mission is making it possible for teachers to learn things about natural history, which in this museum also includes human history, and bring that to their schools. I love doing it retail, as it were, with individual people who come and visit, but it feels so wonderful to get to a teacher knowing that they're going to interact with hundreds of students.
It's about making opportunities available and an environment available that is very near and dear to me, the ocean environment, and making it accessible to a lot more people here in Los Angeles.
One local community is taking a stand against anti-Asian hate. A new mural in the city of Cerritos shows that art has the power to unite, uplift, and transform lives. Here's more.
Here is the mural. Yes. Together we are stronger. Earlier this summer, this park was the site of a vicious and violent attack on 70-year-old Filipino-American resident named Cesar Achano.
When I saw this mural, heart, together we are stronger. I feel good. I feel stronger.
This mural, bold, big, and beautiful, sends a very strong message. We want to make sure that the 50 million residents that come to our park or visits come so without the fear of hate, without the fear of discrimination, and anti-racism.
To have this event where you brought the person back to this place, but yet with the support of the people in the community, to feel safe again, I think it's very symbolically very powerful.
I feel stronger. Every day I feel that I'm healed. I'm healed.
And we are united in addressing and ending these unprovoked hateful acts. And that's what this newly installed mural behind us is all about. Responding to hate with love wherever you see it.
After more than a year at home, heading back to school holds special excitement for kids. Free backpacks chock full of supplies makes it all the sweeter. Take a look.
Today we're having our 6th annual backpack giveaway, where we give backpacks full of school supplies, rulers, papers, pencils. And our goal is that by helping them, give them a backpack, that is one less thing that these families have to worry about.
We are giving out 500 backpacks, especially low-income families that can't afford additional supplies for their children.
I think it's really cool because it's like the first sign of us going back to school. Like, I'm really happy we're just getting out of like Zoom and online school.
You really could see in the children's eyes and the parents that is something that is very needed, and they're very grateful and very humble.
To get more information about this program, you can simply go to dpss.org and you'll get the information about our benefits as a whole and the DPSS loan program as well.
I'm looking for back to school because it is fun.
Thank you, LA County. A sand sculpture on a local beach sends a powerful message about unity during these challenging times. The project is part of the LA vs. Hate campaign, a community-centered initiative to show that everyone belongs.
Today is a sand art intervention, and it's part of LA vs. Hate, which is an anti-hate initiative. We're really into that, letting the community itself define what art is, and in that way helping to heal communities from the trauma of hate.
We want this to be a message to the public that there's a new footing to be found through enjoying each other, not through hating each other, through building relationships with each other. Wow, the first reaction when you see a real professional sand sculpture is really pretty amazing. You just can't imagine how it's done. We soaked it with water from the ocean with buckets, so we had to carry water. We packed it with our tampers, and then we started to shape it. Slowly but surely, it starts to evolve and come to life. What an amazing message here.
We kind of are trying to remind everybody that this is your community. You belong. Nobody's outside.
Got 60 seconds? Meet Crystal Diaz, a district manager at the Department of Beaches and Harbors. With crew in tow, she keeps our coastline postcard perfect.
Hi, my name is Crystal Diaz. I'm a district manager for Los Angeles County Beaches and Harbors. We're always in season, so the best part of Los Angeles County is we get to enjoy our beaches year-round. I primarily cover Pacific Palisade and the Malibu area. Our job is to facilitate and maintain our beaches. My favorite part of working for Operational Service Division is the equipment behind you. This is awesome. The best part of this job is it has a diverse work group. The inspiration I get is that we provide a service to the public. We provide a service to the public and those who come and visit our beaches. I personally started my career as a clerk at Parks and Rec, came to Beaches and Harbors, worked from the bottom on up. So I've done every job, and with every job, I've gained experience, and that my job is to ensure that my staff is also gaining the same experience so they can grow with LA County as well. Our ladies and gentlemen out here enjoy what they do, they love what they do, and we do it to the best of our ability by maintaining and keeping our beaches nice and clean. I've been doing it for the last 15 years, and I love my job.
Thanks for joining us. We leave you with scenes from LaPlaza de Cultura y Artes in the heart of historic downtown Los Angeles. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.